Greetings, greetings. Welcome to another episode of VAYGRIM'S. It's nighttime again. Let me get my day on real quick. And we'll put that away. So here we are at the castle. It feels so good to have the outer walls finished. I am so happy about that. I can focus on other things now. Something checked off the list. I really like how this has turned out. The sun, the moon. Nope, not even remotely accurate. I was about to say, is that the way the sun moves? No, sun would be this way. Rises this way and sets that way. But that's okay. The moon over here, the sun over there. We're bracketed by a pair of nice knight's armor suits. Two more right there. A couple of slotted sword pedestals. Haven't done anything in here really. This is new. I put in another crystal chandelier right here to match this one in here. It was too dark right here. This part of the ceiling and the upper end of the walls. Just too dark. Which reminds me, let's do that right like that. So it's a lot less of just a harsh edge. That'll look good. I'm thinking about replicating this door over here. I think that could be good. Over here too. Let's see. I left this little pedestal thing right here. This little bump. Specifically because... Can I do a pot? Is that a thing? What is it called? Flower pot? Flower? Hey! Let's do a couple of flower pots and let's do... Is there a, Probably not. Okay. Let's just do poppies. Get a couple of those. We go like that. Brighten up the space a little bit. I might put something bigger there, like shrubbery. A kind of a crafted plant. Or, I mean, tree. Like a mini tree, but I'm not sure. How would I do that? Oh, I think I know. Okay, I think I know how I can do it. Anyway, we got these landings up here. I want to put another painting, like right here. If I can do a 2x2. Or if I can... I don't think there's a 4x2. I don't think. I think it's 2x2. I think it's 1, 2 tall. 2 tall, 2 wide. So 2x2. And then 3 wide, 2 tall. I don't think it goes all the way. So I'm thinking either a pair of... I don't know. I want to put at least one in the middle right here if possible. If not, I might try and see if I can figure out a way to do kind of a, I don't know, tapestry thing. I still want to do a kind of a wall. I'm going to replace these, I think, with carpenter's blocks. Do I have any of those? Zoom! Let's go this way. Oh gosh. Just missed it. Yes. Let's get some of those. Let's go see if carpenter's blocks connect to the other blocks of the same texture. I'm gonna put you there. No, it doesn't. So I would have to do this whole thing. But what I want to do... See, thankfully, this is all covered up by the logo on the outside. Which means I don't have to worry about this looking like butt on the outside of my castle. I hope all of you have been having a great week so far, this fine Wednesday. There we go. One stack of those, please. I feel like I've been making a lot of progress on a lot of things, so I'm really just kind of like trying to truck full steam ahead. Now, in theory, these don't even connect to each other. Wow, okay, that's kind of weird. It does give it a kind of a tiled mosaic look, but whatever. Purple stained clay. What do you think? An offset color, an accent color. I don't think it's dark enough. I wanted to go with a darker color. I know that this has purple in it, this kind of a block. But I think stained clay, the color on it is slightly off. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. But, yeah, I want to do, maybe I could do some plants right here. Or, I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be the floor level for the throne room. I don't want that there, because this is going to come all the way back. It's going to be a long, narrow room. It is intentionally meant to have the king and queen sitting up on a little kind of a raised dais up here on a pair of chairs, pair of thrones. And then it's going to have, it's meant to basically have you sit up on your throne up here, and there are rows of people standing in front of you that are there for audience with the king or to get something disputed, arbitrations of legal types, pleads for, civic funding, whatever the case may be. A lot of stuff like that happened. When you were dealing with a king. I'm gonna need more of this stuff. Can I get? I can. Hey. Great wood. So much great wood. I don't see what's so great about it, though. Yeah. Let's come across here. Whoops. And more. So much resources. I would love to get a block count for this castle, the outer walls, block count or an EMC count or something, So, okay, this is going to be, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have a nice 3 wide archway right here. Nope. Actually, that's not even what I want. I want, oh, you know what? Let's get those. We're going to do lit. And then 3 lit. My coffee maker is going noisily insane in the background. And then what we're going to do is have a pair of double doors back here that's going to lead off to various private quarters. I'm specifically going with this wood for the floor instead of this because I want a transition point in the hallways into this room. And I still need to figure out how I want to do that transition point because I don't think I wanted to use this. I'm already using it for a transition point here, and I'd actually like to find a better one. Factory blocks. I don't have any of those, do I? Let's get that. I'm curious. Let's get a factory block. See, all this stuff might be a little too high-tech or rusted or something like that. I don't want rusty metal, whatever. Wireframe doesn't really fit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Oh, I know what I can do. Hang on a sec. Let's come over here. Iron. Vents. That might be a little too high tech. I could just do this. That's gonna look too hard. Oh, God. Why do I always forget? Let's put that down. Put that on it. Put that there. Yes, yeah, I think that could be a good transition accent. I do. Let's see if we can get some block of. And there it is. Let's get a stack of those. This is 147,000 EMC for floor decorations, ladies and gentlemen. But I am desperate, and I've got resources coming out my ears. I think that's a better point. I also think I'm going to remove the trim surrounding this. Yep, you know what? Let me get this. Full stack of smoky quartz here. Whoops. Let's get some glowstone ones. And then we can dot these in. That's better. Let's do this. I'm trying not to make this place look too unsightly. So every once in a while I put something in and I come back to it a little while later and realize, oh God, that looks hideous, or that is excessively gaudy. I think I like this better. Might allow... Oh, God. Nope. There we go. I love the concealed glowstone, the repainted glowstone. I want to do that to my base on Forgecraft. I want to put a whole bunch of grass blocks around that are just repainted glowstone. And that way I can take a whole bunch of the torches out. That is my plan. But that's another series. Let's not dwell too much on that. I do. Good grief. Like this a lot more, which means... Whoa. Let's do... Make sure that's lit up real well. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. So now what I'm probably going to do is get some wool or maybe some colored clay, or you know what would be really good? Plastic. Yeah, here we go. It's very vibrant colored stuff. There is purple plastic, magenta, slick blocks. There's plastic blocks. Purple slick, magenta, reinforced. Those are, I think, a bit more dull. There's road, which has a bit of a kind of a grid pattern on it. Maybe I need to make some plastic. How do I do that? HDPE pellets, which is made, oh gosh, a PRC. Liquid ethylene and oxygen with substrate, which is made in another PRC with hydrogen and water. Good grief. Wow, I didn't think plastic was that complicated. Learn something new every day. Okay, these are the same height. Once again, I find myself sleeping to make the day come back. This is what I was talking about, by the way. If you look, I wanted a kind of a feeling of, you know, this is an indentation right here, indentation right here. This lip overhang is the same height as right there. And that gives that the same feeling. As this side over here, you same kind of overhang. So what I'm probably going to do, you notice there is dead space, and because I wanted this indentation in the wall, I couldn't push this all the way back out to here because, well, you know, reasons. This, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm totally not sure. But there is some dead space in this build. I'll probably just fill it up or stick some glowstone in here and make sure nothing spawns. But yeah. Let's take this all the way back to, I think, at least there. I do want to have a fairly tall ceiling. I'm going to change the archways to be similar than to the ones downstairs. And let's get these. Next floor plate, room transition. I want distinct separation of what's where. I'm considering, putting double hidden doors right here, which basically means that this would be like that. And I could two-tone it, two-pattern it, so it would match with the walls. And that way, the king and queen would kind of have a discrete exit either direction up to the higher floors. I do want this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least there. So yeah, I'm considering, here's an idea that I had, right? I'm considering making a circular build on the roof right here. I would center it right about here. Make a nice big circle that's covered in glass. And then what we do, since the sun's right there, is we basically make a kind of a tube that shoots straight down through to here. And there would be another window of glass right here, big circular glass window. So when you came up here and looked straight up, you would be looking straight out, and at a certain time of day, the sun would shine straight through that actual kind of tunnel. And we could actually put some stuff in there, like greenery, like different tiers of grass we could put in there. We could do all sorts of stuff. I think it'd be really, really good. Anyway. Yeah. I think that could be awesome. We could place it right about, let's... Okay, let's look at this real quick, and then I'm gonna... So be what? Big window. Come up here, stare straight that direction. And it would be flattened on the roof. Domed slightly, but still it would be flattened on the roof. And it would be a sealed tunnel. Completely all the way through. solid walls. It'd be glass on this end, glass on the far side. And so you could come up here and look straight through and see the sun at a certain point when it was rising up through the sky in the mornings. And I think that could be really awesome. We could do it like... Then we do... Nope, a little bit more. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going to be a little too big, so let's... Trying to make this... We can do that. Come up here, but then I probably want this. Right like that. So you have to stand right up against this glass and look straight up. And I should probably move that back like a block. This represents the center of where the circle would be. And it probably be this similar kind of a shape on the roof. So when you look up like this, there's going to be a point where you'll see the sun. I feel like I should make it taller, though. Yeah. And then I can put lines going up with different tiers of greenery, plants, bushes along the sides. Maybe I could put a little tree in there somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to think about that. I think it could be awesome to come right up here and look straight out through the roof and see the sun at a specific time of day. That's going to be real epic. I'm going to think on that and plan how I want to do this. The more I think about it, I think it could be cool to have a kind of a cathedral, kind of an arcing ceiling, which means I'm probably going to want to put some support pillars at various points in this room to make it look more cathedral-y. I'm going to have to think about that design, but I think it could be really, really cool. I will catch you guys later. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. I hope you're seeing progress, and I hope you're liking some of the ideas that I'm coming up with. I can't wait to hear back from you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.